This is the biggest economic and financial scandal in American history. And it's something that you probably haven't heard anything about, even though it very likely impacts you or someone you know and love. My name is Justin Haskins. I'm a New York Times bestselling writer and the author of a new book called The Next Big Crash. This book is unlike anything you've ever seen before. It outlines this incredible decades-long conspiracy, a real-life conspiracy to take away your property rights and to prop up too big to fail institutions on Wall Street, banks, and other people loaded with money, all at your expense. And when the next big crash comes as a result of the changes that have been put into place at both the state and federal level over a very long period of time, your investments, the savings that you have built for yourself and your family, they could be at risk. It depends on how things turn out. It doesn't necessarily have to end in a catastrophe, but it could. And that's what my book, The Next Big Crash, is all about. Let me give you just a brief overview of the problem. Over several decades, large financial institutions have rewritten the way that people own property when it comes to securities investments. Securities investments are things like stocks, bonds. When you think of Wall Street, that's what you're thinking. You're thinking of securities investments. Well, decades ago, big institutions got together and decided, you know what would be great? Let's just sort of secretly, very quietly take property ownership away from individuals, even individual institutions, and centralize all of the direct registered ownership of investments in one gigantic institution. That institution is called DTC, the Depository Trust Company, and it is the owner of virtually all stocks and bonds in the United States of America today. Trillions and trillions of dollars, tens of trillions, in fact, worth of securities investments are held by DTC. Now, if everything is running smoothly, this system isn't really a problem. You see, you don't directly own these securities, but you own a contract related to the securities. But if the next big crash happens and existing emergency powers laws are used to prop up these too big to fail institutions, well, then you could be at risk. I urge you, take a moment, check out my new book, The Next Big Crash. It comes out in December in digital form and in January in print and audiobook. You will not regret it. It's one of the most important and frightening stories in American history.